My name is Jerry Brazy, and I'm the founder of the Kronos Group and the Kronos Forge. So, what is the Kronos Forge? It is a private community for men built around what I believe are the 5 parts of a man's life that actually matter: work, body, relationships, discipline, and manhood. See, I think men are under attack, and we have been for decades. And I'm not talking about in some weak victim way where we sit around and we whine about life. No, not at all. I'm talking about in the sense that men are constantly being told that our ambition is selfish, our masculinity is dangerous, our strength is something to apologize for, and our leadership is suspect. And I don't believe any of that garbage. Quite the opposite. I believe ambition is strength. Masculinity is not dangerous. It's the reason society functions at all. However, I believe uncontrolled weakness, now that's dangerous. I believe strength should be earned, trained, and embraced, not apologized for. I believe leadership is responsibility, not oppression. Listen, I believe men are at their best when they are building and protecting, providing, leading, and carrying something bigger than themselves, and that's what the Forge is about. We're not here to apologize for being men. Quite the opposite. We are here to become better men, and that is why I built the Forge. I know there are many men broken down today in society, out of shape, stuck in your career, struggling in relationships, just looking at life honestly and realizing that you're not where you want to be. Meanwhile, there are others who have good families and careers and momentum and full lives, but still want the inspiration, the education, the support, maybe real conversations with other men who are also trying to level up their own lives. That's me, by the way. I have built a lot, and I still need better men around me. Now listen, this is not a business group, but we're going to talk a lot about business and careers. It's not a fitness group, but health is going to be a big part of it. The Forge is built around lives as men because I believe work, health, marriage, family, discipline, faith, and the way we see ourselves are all connected, whether we want to admit that or not. And I don't care if you are rich or poor or an employee or an owner or a student or unemployed or building something on the side. I could care less. If you're a man looking at your life and saying, I want to be better, then that's why the Forge is built. Now, who am I to talk about all of this? Let me tell you about myself. I was raised in abject poverty, 7 of 9 children. At 17, I was living in a $25 a week flop house with hookers and heroin addicts. I've been shot at, stabbed, beaten within an inch of my life more times than I can count. Went blind in one eye at 14, broke my back at 19. I have no education. I have a heart defect that's put me in the hospital 61 times from 2017 to 2022. So I have every excuse in the world to sit around and moan about my lot in life and what might have been. But I didn't. I chose a different path. At 28, I started my first company. Since then, I have bought, built, and sold a dozen of them, hired thousands of people, lost and made fortunes, rebuilt more than once, and along the way, I have generated almost $500 million in revenue. So when I talk about survival and work and business and leadership and cash money, I'm not talking out my ass. Nothing I say is theory. It's not something I heard on some podcast. It was earned the hard way by living through it. I believe your body is the most important tool to a man's overall success. 4 years ago, I was 308 pounds, opioid addicted from that broken back, taking 19 pills a day, and not in a good place at all physically. I was dying in the hospital at 52 years old. Today, at 57, I'm in the best shape of my life because I walk, I lift, I track my food, I hold myself accountable, and I make sure I'm still working harder than men half my age. I've been married 29 years. My wife and I have raised 3 fantastic children. And I believe, though, children are the main reasons that we men are here. We were created with a purpose, and that purpose is to build and protect and provide, lead, and raise the next generation. All of that is the basis of the Forge. It's a place where I want men to come for inspiration, advice. You're going to get pushback. You're going to get perspective. And more than anything, interaction with other men who are building in the same direction or who are already where we want to be. We're going to have weekly live calls directly with me, not some stand-in or some crappy life coach. I'm not going to suck you in and then have somebody else giving you the advice that I talk about. We're going to have playbooks, workshops, a private school community where men can ask questions, share their wins, work through problems, and hopefully, most importantly, learn from each other. And this is important, men. Remember, In this context, there are no stupid questions. There's just men too stubborn or too stupid to ask those questions. No one, I mean, me more than anyone, is pretending we have everything figured out. Good Lord, I have made mistakes that should have destroyed me. Believe me. But that is part of the benefit of the Forge. See, you're going to get in a room with other men. You're going to be getting feedback and advice and learning from people who have already been through the things that you might be facing. And man, that is powerful. But sadly, most men barely use it. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to stop thinking about it. I want you to push the join button. Get in here and let's get started. And I will see you inside.